your 8th final in 10 years, 7th straight. They might as well just call this the LeBron Invitational now. But that's easy for me to say. You said the other day, it's not just that you did it, it's the way you did it. How come keeping it your way is so important to you?
Because it's who I am. It's just playing the way I want to play throughout my career. No matter what was going on at the point where I was listening to the critics saying, well, you shouldn't have did this, you shouldn't have did that. I was still mature enough, even at a young age, to say, listen, this is the way you should play basketball. This is the way you was taught. It's okay to make the extra pass. It's okay to miss a shot. I've always stuck to my guns about that.
But how did you do that? Because I know at the beginning, I know you internalized it a little bit. You weren't immune to it. You listened to it. Yeah. So how did you figure that out and then turn it off? You
know, I think it just all comes with just maturing and also just sticking to just being true to yourself. I think when you know yourself and you start to, say, okay, I know who I am.
Left side three, good! LeBron James with a three-pointer has just become the all-time leader in NBA history in playoff scoring.
So I've talked about chasing Michael Jordan and that ghost. When you are sitting on the bench at the end of the Eastern Conference Finals and you got the towel over your head and Kyrie's yelling in your ear, what is going through your mind?
It's very emotional. I mean, I talk to a lot of my good friends all the time about where we come from. And we're not supposed to be here, and the things people have no idea, our upbringing, things of that nature. And for me to sit there in Boston, one of the greatest basketball franchises ever, and for me to stand alone atop being the greatest scorer in playoff history, passing my idol, it was just emotional.
Cleveland! This is for you!
How is playing the Warriors kind of ending up being the defining thing of this stage of your career, this matchup?
Because they're the best team in the world. They've assembled something here in Golden State that very few franchises have been able to do.
And if you beat this team with its 2 MVPs and 2 other All-Stars and walk away with a ring, what will it say about you?
It doesn't change nothing about me.
Either way?
Either way. I'm going to do whatever I got to do to help us try to get this victory and win this series, but the narration of me don't change. I'm still a champion. I'm still sacrificing everything that I need to do for this franchise and for every franchise I play for. There's going to be people who always discuss it, how we place them here, place them there, but at the end of the day, it doesn't change. It's going to be one hell of a challenge, one tough challenge going against these guys, and I just look forward to it.
Paul, he's had to beat some pretty great teams to get his 3 titles. Is there, friendship till enemies. Is this his greatest challenge, though?
Without a doubt, this is his greatest challenge. You're facing 3 MVPs, 2 by Steph, KD, Draymond's an all-star, Klay Thompson, and they're all in their prime. So when he faced us in Boston, me, KG, and Ray, we were a little bit past our prime. San Antonio, they were a little bit older. But now you have the Warriors in the midst of a championship run, all in their prime. This is his greatest challenge to date.
Paul, I think this is one of his greatest challenges, but to me, I just think back to last year, after Game 4, you being down 3-1 against a team that's won 73 games, and they still have home court. That, to me, was his biggest challenge. Have to come back and win that.
To that.
Right, but KD's now there.
They did, but, I mean, for instance, he get down 3-1 in this series, you can forget about it. It's over. There's no way possible.
Well, that's what they said last year.
They didn't have another. They didn't have another MVP on their team, Beats. And when the Splash Brothers wasn't playing well, that's how they won. That's how they beat them.
You've been hiding this crystal ball.
That's how they beat them. I mean, I've been doing this a long time, Beats.
For me, you can't be facing your biggest challenge when you're playing with house money.
Okay.
And that's once LeBron James won 2 in Miami and won 1 in Cleveland, that's what he's now playing with. I'll tell you guys his biggest challenges. You know why? Because I was at one and you guys were at both. One happened in 2007 when he scored 29 in the last 30 points, and the Cleveland Cavaliers went on to the finals. And the other, trailing you guys 3-2, and he put up that big 45-plus game. Those were his biggest challenges.
They were the favorite. They were the favorite in that series. We just had a puncher's chance.
Right, exactly. So that's when he faced his biggest challenge as a member of the Cavs, as a member of the Miami Heat. This is borrowed money.
Oh, man, I don't know.
I don't know if that's true. Let's check out tonight's keys. The series brought to you